Good Sunday morning to you, and welcome to Weekend Recharge on this Sunday. I'm Maria Larosa.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. We need to send Mother Nature kind of in the corner and a little time out because more than 140 reports of severe weather yesterday alone from North Carolina all the way to North Dakota. Just a very stormy day. In fact,
once again, many threats across the entire country. So let's give you that Sunday snapshot, get you recharged from the weekend, get you recharged for a busy week ahead. And it's still very much a flood and wind threat across the Northeast. So we have a lot to talk about there this morning. Our severe threat when it comes to damaging winds, tornadoes, beginning to move into the Midwest. And meantime, it is still all about the heat as well into the Pacific Northwest. We'll talk about that, all of it. But first, let's start with Paul.
Yeah, take a look. We also have another chance for severe weather across the Midwest.
We've got the heavy rain threat, too. It's another one of those systems that's going to be rolling through. It's got all of it, right? We got the heavy rain and the possibility of damaging winds. We've got a lot happening right now. You see a cluster of storms rolling south out of Iowa into northeastern Missouri, ready to cross the Mississippi into western Illinois. Nothing severe, but you've got plenty of lightning already, maybe getting that early wake-up call here, not being allowed to sleep in, and the heavy rain threat. Timing it out, you see the curve and the swirl of that area of low pressure as it pushes to the east. Well, there's plenty of instability out ahead of it, so we think that we'll certainly see the possibility of severe weather later today. From Davenport, Peoria, St. Louis, and Columbia, keep that in mind. Primary threat going to be hail and damaging winds, but we cannot rule out tornadoes. And for that reason, we want to give you a heads up. Before you head out the door, keep in mind, got to have a way to get warnings 3 out of 10 on the Torcon for northeastern Missouri, southeastern Iowa, and western Illinois. So conditions look like there may be some rotation possible with these storms that develop as we go through the day today. Want to also talk about the heavy rain threat. This on the south side of the system that we're watching now moving through the Midwest. This is Houston right here. You see a lot of heavy rain off to the east, right inside the perimeter there, and then off to the west. This is where we find the flash flood warning. This is for Grimes, Harris, and Waller County, Hempstead, Prairie View, Waller, out until 10:30 Central Time. Heavy rain has fallen. You still see the radar pretty active in that box, so just be aware of some high water on the roadways. If you're trying to get out early for perhaps Sunday services, there could be some of that going on. And then right along the Gulf Coast, a light show if you were up early on the beaches here. Looks like showers and thunderstorms offshore for now. We'll keep an eye on if any move inland, but watch I-10. Could be one of those corridors. Pretty stormy today.
We are just getting started here on Weekend Recharge. Coming up, gusty winds. The thing is, it's actually green or greener than it typically is in that area of the Southwest.
You get some of the vegetation there to take advantage of any rain they get, and you see this explosion of some of the flowers. But you know, the Southwest, we have the showers and the thunderstorms, but we still are talking about such extreme heat.
Almost oppressive out there, mainly because they're used to highs in Seattle and Portland in the 70s. We're talking 90s, and the interior valleys in the triple digits.
And we know, they can get heat like this. It's just this time of year, it's unusual. Spokane, Washington, by the way, broke their daily record high yesterday, 102 degrees, beating the old record of 98 that was set back in 1925.
And joining us to talk more about the heat and how to deal with it is Assistant Chief Brian Schaefer from the Spokane, Washington Fire Department. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, Chief. And what are you guys doing to help keep residents safe from this extreme heat?
It is 1/2 the hour. Welcome back to Weekend Recharge on this Sunday morning. I'm Maria Larosa.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. Well, dangerous weather from strong storms to flooding rains, even strong winds will be once again a threat for. Definitely notice the decrease in the wind as we head towards tomorrow.
That's good. But we've got another system rolling through the Midwest now. That's going to bring more rain. It's also going to bring more storminess. So we've got that severe weather threat today as a cold front, another one drives to the south, that moisture surging to the north. So you've got all the ingredients coming together to produce some big thunderstorms, and that powerful lift that a strong jet stream provides too, that takes those regular thunderstorms up a notch here and gets those damaging winds driving down to the ground. Right now you have some scattered showers and thunderstorms, some lightning, some heavy rain, nothing severe right now, but heads up as you head towards Peoria. Let's time it out for you as you're trying to think about and prepare for the week ahead. You've got showers and thunderstorms rolling through into the midday. Notice you start to see them begin to develop here, especially into western Illinois, for example, by this afternoon. Towards the overnight, watch the south side of Chicago and into Indianapolis. All of these capable of putting down gusty, damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. And you see that threat exists from Davenport, Peoria, St. Louis, Columbia, but definitely concerned about that tornado threat. We do have torcons out for today. A 3 out of 10 for northeastern Missouri, southeast Iowa, and western Illinois. Time frame again being as we get into the later part of the afternoon. We're definitely going to keep an eye on the southwest. Radar is clear right now in Phoenix. Phoenix, but the threat exists there as we get into the afternoon. As we saw, Paul, yesterday, some of those thunderstorms triggered dust storms, so another threat to watch today there.
Well, temperatures across the Northeast, they'll be as much as 25 degrees below average today, but not for long. The heat will return as we move into July.
And the hot temperatures, blistering sun can really take a toll, especially on those mascots that get the crowds going at ball games. Our Reagan Medji shows us how the mascot for the Brooklyn Cyclones keeps his cool in the sultry summer temperatures.